Doma Sports Talk, worldwide, with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, I ain't talked tennis in a while, right? I ain't talked tennis in a while. Might talk it in this video right here, right? Let's go up to, your boys as promoters, right? Promoters, we got the Anthony Joshua versus Andy Ruiz Jr. fight coming up in Saudi Arabia. And there's a lot of things coming back, a lot of feedback, positive and negative. First of all, the positive is we're about to get a fight, all right, around December 7th, I think it is. The negative is it's in Saudi Arabia, right? And, they didn't want it in England. And, Joshua and them didn't want it in Mexico. They can't go in the States now, so Saudi Arabia. And, Saudi Arabia has its obvious problems. So the promoter, Eddie Hearn, came out and gave a press conference without the fighters. We know that, which was weird to say the least, right? So, one of his rival promoters, been in there forever, legend in the game, Mr. Bob Arum. Bob Arum came out. Bob Arum says, listen, man, Andy Ruiz Jr. has Eddie Hearn and them by the balls now because he does not have to go to Saudi Arabia because his government has said it's a little dangerous over there. They've told people to exercise extreme caution in that region. So, he's not, he's not going to be obligated to go there. A lot of people going to understand if he doesn't, right? Now, one thing I'll say about that, America point fingers at other countries right now. There's countries saying, don't come to America neither, right? Let's make sure this right. Was Uruguay and Venezuela then already said, hey, don't come to America. It's too much terrorism, white supremacist terrorism going on there. So let's not point fingers at what other problems, other countries got. When we find out what happened to Jeffrey Epstein, ready to die, right? We suicide. We don't believe that. But when everybody finds out, when everybody that was involved in that, then that's going to be some systematic stuff going down. I'm not going to get into it, but it's going to spread to where the people that you think the good guys are, they are too. Everybody was over there on them islands handling their business with them young ladies. And it wasn't all about having sex with them. We're going to find that out. So all that, America. Okay? America. So let's stop pointing fingers everywhere else like they got problems. Okay? Every day you wake up, you're going to have some tweets, something coming from your White House, talking about somewhere else is the problem. We're embarrassing ourselves. And all the Republicans are sitting here watching this, which means we'll never, ever listen to them again. So this can go there very quickly. My point is, we're pointing fingers at what we're not supposed to go and what they do in those countries. Stop it, America, right now. Because you're embarrassing yourself and the world is watching. So, but at the end of the day, technically, he wouldn't have to go. Andy Ruiz Jr. probably would not have to go to Saudi Arabia. And Bob Arum is just basically saying, they got him by the balls. Now, what tennis comes into action is Bob Arum just basically said, told Eddie Hearn, you're stupid for going to Saudi Arabia and announcing the fights in Saudi Arabia. So if that was tennis, wouldn't that be a good serve? Call Eddie Hearn stupid like, he's stupid for going to Saudi Arabia, man, and announcing it like that without the fighters. But then you got to be watching your boy, Eddie Hearn, getting the return. He going to look like Djokovic or Andy Murray and return it because he can just say, wait a minute, you stupid for pulling out of the Tyson Fury out of the Wilder Fury rematch right away. That was stupid when everybody wanted to see it. Isn't that a good return? So, boy, I got to get ready. What are you talking about? So Bob Arum come back at him. Well, you stupid for not taking a $50 million fight with Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder. $50 million, and that wasn't a flat fee. $50 million, and it could have went up. All right, what you was gonna get, and you didn't do that with Anthony Joshua. Well, that's a forehand down the line, ain't it? I'm gonna tell you something. But he comes back. You're stupid for not taking 50% of the Deontay Wilder Tyson Fury rematch. You was gonna get 50% in that. That's stupid. Boom, that's a backhand coming right back at you. And Bob Arum come back at Eddie Hearn. What? You stupid for not taking the $15 million flat fee that you offered Deontay Wilder to go to England. And he took $15 million flat fee, and y'all did not take that even. Now that's looking kind of stupid, ain't it? Yeah, you're pretty stupid for that. And now I'm telling you, Hearn got to come back. That was a good shot from Bob Arum. That wasn't Eddie Hearn, but he come back, though. Say, you stupid for take after 5,000 people came to the first fight with Tyson Fury and Tom Schwartz. You gonna follow that up with a dude named Otto, right? Now Otto might be a name in a couple of parts of Europe, right? But America don't do Otto, right? We don't do no Ottos. So you don't follow up Tom Schwartz with an Otto. I know his name's Otto Wallen, right? You don't follow that up. If you had 5,000 people, ain't nobody hyped about Tyson Fury. Yeah, that was stupid. I'm talking about that's a nice one. Not Bob ever got to run. That was the baseline, nice baseline shot from Eddie Hearn, right? Shoot. Bob Arum just said, well, shoot, you stupid for showing, how scared you are for Anthony Joshua the whole time. All these negotiations. You just straight up stupid for showing, the fear for Anthony Joshua. That's a volley, right? The volley come right back. You stupid for showing fear for Tyson Fury. If he beat Deontay Wilder, you supposed to put him right back in the fight now, ain't you? Right? So those are two volleys coming back at you. Right? So it goes further, and then Bob Arum get mad. So shoot, I'm about to hit this forehand down the line. I ain't got time for this dude no more. He told him, you're stupid for what you did with the Dillian White Oscar Rivas fight. Found out he was doped, and you didn't tell Oscar Rivas and his team that he was doped, right? And went on with the fight. After finding out 2 or 3 days earlier, Dillian White was doped. That was damn stupid because now you don't know what's going to happen to you. You might get some litigation coming on you, right? And so that's a nice shot. So Eddie Hearn needs something here. He said, well, you stupid for calling Al Heyman, one of the most important guys in boxing, calling him the cancer of boxing, right? Trying to sue him. That was stupid. You lost. And now you need him for fights. That was stupid. Oh, so that was a return. Oh, man. Man, it gets further, man. Shoot. You always now, Bob Arum say, well, man, you just mouth off about other people's events and other people's fighters. You always open your big mouth talking about other people's events and they fighters. And that's just a volley, right? That's just a volley because the same thing coming right back at you. You always complain about other people's events and, talking about other fighters. So that's 2 volleys coming at him, right? And then, Bob Arum just, okay, man, well, I got to end this point. You ain't got no respect for your elders. You coming in here, you're a spoiled brat. You got problems with everybody that's older than you that's been doing this longer than you, like me, Frank Warren, and others, right? And shoot, man. So that, point's almost over. But oh boy, reaches at the end, Eddie Hearn, and wins the point with this one. You stupid for not calling Terrence Crawford the #1 pound-for-pound fighter, period. He's under you. You got him under contract, and you refuse to call Terrence Crawford the best fighter in the world, and he is. His hands down. You got Tyson Fury up here to try to call his best heavyweight in the world, that he's a Terrence Crawford without too much offense. Just because he switches hands. Terrence Crawford's holds fights southpaw, right hand, southpaw. It's come up and wait. It beat everybody he faced, and not too hard. Hardest fight was probably Gamboa, right? Tyson Fury, Lomachenko, anybody but Terrence Crawford, that's obvious. That's a problem. So, I haven't talked tennis in a while. I think Eddie Hearn wins the point. I'm going to roll with Hearn on this one. London up in here. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to roll with Hearn on this. I think Hearn wins that particular rally, right? But my point here is that, when we go back and forth about all these promoters, we go in on Eddie Hearn. But, listen, Bob Arum, Oscar De La Hoya are not better. You know what I'm saying? They happen to, Eddie Hearn and Bob Arum got to the finals. But, shoot, Oscar De La Hoya was in the semis and lost, whatever, to one of them. And Lou DiBella is a pretty good guy, but he lost to Abramovich. Don't forget him. And he was in the semis. You know what I'm saying? So a promoter has to do what they got to do. And they're going to do a whole lot of lying and a whole lot of doing something, talking smack about the other guy who's promoting. Right? It is what it is. I don't think... I don't know if, I'm not going to go there, but I'm just saying, some of them, I don't know if they're good people or not. Just put it like that. You know what I'm saying? The integrity is there. And they do a whole lot of obvious lying. And it reminds me of what I was talking about in the beginning, with Trump and him. So, it's obvious lying, but we have a base, so we can just say what the hell we want to say. It doesn't matter if it's true or not, right? So, back to basically the top. Your boy Bob Arum thinks that Andy Ruiz Jr. doesn't need to go to Saudi Arabia. And he has Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua and them by the balls. Let's see how this is going forward. It's going to be more. Done with sports talk worldwide. And I'm up out of here, y'all.